I am back with another review of a game, except this one I've already played and did a little bit of a review of. That was when I first started. I have just finished the game maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I just wanted to fill you in on how it's been. I don't really think I've seen a lot of places talk about this game. I don't know. Since it's been released, I haven't really seen too much on it, and I feel like I would be the target audience if I'm the one playing it and making videos on it, but I don't know. But it is overall a pretty good game. I would say like good, strong 9 out of 10. I'll get into more specifics as it kind of, shows you along the journey, but I like it because it's a little easier, for me at least. I don't know. Technically it was supposed to be a more harder game, but pretty forgiving either way. A little bit of puzzles going on, but for the most part it's pretty easy, I think that they're really creative with the ideas that they have. You'll see it pretty soon, but they just have really cool art styles going on and just whole different ideas that are going on, and it's just I don't know, really entertaining the whole way through. Keeps you focused, and I don't know, just there's always something new going on. Even though overall you are going between two worlds, since they got stuck in a pod together, they are now in the same story, but they both have two different stories, so they're kind of going in between each story. There is also side quests, which you'll also see, and those are sometimes usually just one-off little short things, but yeah, that's been pretty interesting, to say the least. It does give you a little quick tutorial when you first start, and that's kind of nice. This is kind of where it hits off with the ogres. You're just running away, you have no guns, no nothing, and you're just swimming. The swimming mechanic in this game is pretty nice. I know some games it's a hit or miss, but took us a couple tries sometimes, but it was pretty good overall. Lots of climbing and puzzles and just kind of interacting with the world and everything. Just very creative and 3D, kind of, I don't know, you're going all around. It's a little open world feeling, even though it's a linear storyline, but it does feel like you're kind of going everywhere, This is when they first found what was happening in the system, that them being in there together has caused glitches. So they are basically, they found out that this scientist guy was extracting the writer's ideas. It's a little bit of a spoiler. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. There's definitely more character storylines that I don't want to spoil too much of, because I thought those were the most interesting. You kind of already know that guy's bad at the beginning, you know what I mean? It's just obvious. But we're in the Mio's mech world, very cyberpunk-esque, and there was a lot of cool missions with guns going on, swords going on, different puzzles and different robot things shooting at you. This one was a good one. This was a side mission. Probably took us like 30 minutes or something. But with this one, you'll see in just a second. You travel a whole world of candy. It's like a candy realm, and your little teeth. And the dentist is the enemy on that one. And it was actually it was a little hard to figure out the objective on that one, but after a good one, we figured it out. Yep, this is this is the crazy wiggling you in the chair, and then you're just getting stabbed. You just get stabbed, and you have to just get your way out of it. Another thing I really enjoyed about this game was just the beautiful landscape. I felt like the animation was just so good that I felt pretty immersed in the game. And this was a quest with dragons. That was like a good couple hours of quest. Huge dragon. You'll see how he gets killed in the end. But you're just rowing away and just running away in the water. Lots of cool different mechanisms that they have going on. I feel like even though there's a lot of the stuff, you know, grappling and wall climbing and all that stuff, like that's in a lot of different games, but especially in this one, it feels like you're really incorporating all of them in the same place. It just makes it like interesting all the way through, you know? Nope, there's this dragon again. And throughout the quest, your little baby dragons that you saw just a second ago turn to big dragons that you can fly. One of them flies and one of them shoots acid out of their mouth, something like that. It was pretty fun to play. It definitely felt a little broken. My dragon and my dad's dragon were completely different abilities, and he was definitely jealous of the ones I kept getting compared to him. And finally, the big dragon is dead with the help of our dragons. And this is one of those side stories that I just thought was probably one of my favorites. One of my favorites was when you became a hot dog. But yeah, the animation just in this game and different styles that they choose to do. The game wasn't super long, I would say. I don't know if I could tell you the exact amount of hours I played on it, but I only played it about once a week for a couple hours, and it took a couple months to finish it, you know? This is more endgame stuff. Again, I wasn't really trying to spoil too much of the actual game itself, because, you know, it's cool to see it for the first time and not really know where things are going. This is this is like the end fight against the guy, and it's like a multi level boss fight. You have to do stuff in between sometimes. You'll see some of that in a second. And another thing that you'll see in a second is their use of the side profile gaming, a more 2D style level of things. Not this one. This one was crazy with piranhas falling at you, and definitely looks slower, but yeah, as you could see, it was still a rough one for sure. Especially this one where it just kept moving and it was different things, and we had to figure out what that was. This is one of those that definitely was very cool and trippy at the same time. They had a couple of levels like this actually. I didn't get a lot of clips of those levels, which is why I don't have them showing on this video. But again, that's not really the point. It's just trying to, you know, get you into the game maybe, or if you've already played it and want to reminisce about how the game was and how it felt for you, then that's, you know, another good thing about this. But this guy was difficult, but not too difficult. It was fine. Even though it was the end fight, we definitely died, but because there's 2 people, it makes it a lot easier. If you die, you know what I mean? It's all good. And this is the ending cutscene, so this is just them waking up in the real world, and everything is all destroyed from what they did, what this guy did. You'll see his fate in the game. I won't spoil that either, but yeah, overall, just a really, really good game. I would definitely recommend if you are looking for this type of game, especially a 2-player game where you and the other person is pretty similarly aligned with gaming abilities, then I would say, like, definitely give this one a try. I knew I was gonna like it, but I didn't expect to really, really enjoy it and want to talk about it, you know what I mean? And I feel like there's a lot of people I know in real life that know about this game, but they haven't played it yet. So anyways, well, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.